we practice. That's the way Coach Warner coaches, and so it's nothing new to us.
What was it like having a new face on your right there for 3 quarters on Saturday?
It was kind of fun, you know. Marcus and I have a really good relationship, and I have a really good relationship with Pat too. And when Pat came in, he was kind of a little wide-eyed there at first, but I kept looking over to my right just on pass pro just to make sure that he was okay, and he was fine, you know. So it was pretty fun, you know. And after a couple series in the game, I didn't have to think about him anymore, and he did a heck of a job. He's going to be one heck of a player.
Did that surprise you at all, for somebody going in that situation?
Not with Pat, not at all. And I can say the same thing with a bunch of guys, Jacoby, Darryl. I mean, those guys, if any of them would have came in, and I'm sure that they would have done the same thing that Pat did.
Do you remember that game when you were first called upon in a critical situation and stuff? Do you remember how you felt after that? I mean, did you feel like you kind of came of age? What was sort of the feeling that maybe Pat's feeling now, you know what I mean, thrust into the biggest game of the year and coming through?
Well, the first game that happened to me was Purdue 2 years ago, so I was having a very different emotion than he's feeling right now.
Yeah.
But,
sorry, Brent, didn't mean to bring that up.
No, I mean, it's a reality. But I'm sure he's feeling just unbelievable right now. I talked to him earlier. He's just got a big smile on his face. He's joking around, and he's feeling pretty good. And I think it's going to get a lot of momentum going in his life.
Corey, you said that you have a pretty close relationship with Marcus. How's he doing?
He's doing all right. I can speak for him on his behalf that he is distraught and completely just wiped out and feels so bad about what he did, and it was in the heat of the moment. I mean, we've all done things in the heat of the moment that we regret, and he is, after the game, I sat in the locker room and waited for him after he had a talk with Coach, and he was just at a loss of words and said, couldn't believe it, everything was going right in my life right now, and I was like, whoa, dude, it's just football, man. It's not like your life is off track now, and I think we all did an okay job of bringing him back, and now he's feeling a little bit better, but I can tell you his emotion of his level of distraught and everything is just it's terrible.
Has he gotten any kind of word on what his status is? I mean, did you know of?
Yeah, I haven't heard anything. I constantly keep asking people too. I mean, I haven't heard anything on it, and I don't know. I guess we'll wait and see.
Corey, how difficult is this week? I mean, aside from the football game, these guys, the finals coming up, you got a little bit of a bus ride in front of you on Friday, which you guys are flying back Saturday after the game. Just how difficult is it to sort of manage things with the class load as well?
Like I was telling Bill, I mean, it's hard from the standpoint is that you got to work more and work more towards school, and you have to give that effort or else you're going to be ineligible. But it's easier in terms of narrowing your life down to just football and school, and you get to put all the distractions out of your life where people, constantly, let's get dinner, let's do this, let's do that. It's like, I can't do that, I got to do finals. And people understand that, when people say, like, when you say you're tired, people kind of get angry, and then you end up doing it, and you end up going out to eat, and, but people understand school, and, your friends and family understand that you have an objective to complete this week, and so, I mean, it kind of helps you to focus just down on 2 things, football and school.
Corey, we saw the video of you guys watching the Auburn-Alabama game on the bus on Saturday. Take us back to that moment and what that was like, and then knowing that your destiny is now in your own hands finally.
Yeah, I kind of wish that video wouldn't have gone out, but now that it did. But either way, I actually wasn't. I looked up at the screen and it said time and ran out, and I stopped watching, and then the bus just went nuts and kind of scared the hell out of me. But, I looked up and everybody's going nuts, and people were saying, some people in the back of the bus were saying, we're going to the national championship, and then Philly Brown actually got up in the front of the bus and said, he was like, sit down, you guys actually, we don't have a game to play this week. And then everybody kind of, it clicked everybody, and then everybody just kind of focused in. It was kind of a weird focus after that everybody was kind of sparked on the bus that, like me, Jack, and Norwell came in and went in the cold tubs, and I don't think I've ever done that before after a game. And that level of focus that gave us, it was a moment of intensity for a second, but now it's a level of focus that, our dream is here, the chase is real.
You had said that you studied the BCS earlier this year. Is this about the way you saw it playing out?
I didn't see Auburn beating Bama, but, they did. But either way, it kind of lucked out for us. We did we put in our work, and we just needed somebody to fall off. And this is the best thing that could have happened to us.
What separates this defense that you're about to play, Corey, when you look at them?
I'll tell you what, they got a bunch of tough guys. They got a bunch of good players and stuff, but their scheme up front, the things that they do, their level, how sound they are on defense and the principles it's something that I haven't seen all year. And their guys are always in the right place. I was watching film earlier, and there was a guy out of the picture, and then he filled the box, and I was like, man, I wasn't even counting for that guy when I was going through my plays. And their level of discipline on defense is something that's why they're the best in the league, and that's why they're number one. And we're going to have to match that level of discipline if we're going to run the ball on them, without question.
Thanks, everyone.
Do you remember at all when the Big Ten announced they were having a title game a couple years ago? Like, were you excited about that possibility?
Yeah, we were all excited, and then never had, and everything happened.
Yeah. Do you feel like it's about time that Ohio State's there?
Absolutely.